Hi friends, myself Ramesh Modak. Video subject is SAE Steel Designation and Classification System. SAE long form is Society of Automotive Engineers. SAE system uses 4 digits to designate the steel grades of carbon and alloy steel. The first digit of this designation indicate a type of steel. Second digit indicate the percentage of main alloying element in the steel. And last 2 digits indicate carbon percentage. There are certain types of alloy steel that are designated by 5 digits. If the carbon percentage is more than 1% or 1% or more than 1%, in such cases there are 5 digits and last 3 digits indicate carbon percentage. So major classification of steel. So as per this system, first digit indicate type of steel. So first digit 1 means is a carbon steel. First digit 2 is a nickel steel. 3 means nickel chromium steel. First digit 4 is a molybdenum steel. 5 is chromium steel. 6 for chromium vanadium steel. First digit 7 is tungsten steel. First digit 8 nickel chromium molybdenum steel, and first digit 9 indicate that it is a silicon manganese steel. Now we start with the carbon steel. There are 4 subcategories in carbon steel. So first category, first digit 1, second digit 0 is a plain carbon steel where manganese percent is less than 1%. Second subcategory is first digit 1, second digit 1, resulfurized free machining steel. Then next category, first digit 1, second digit 2 is a rephosphorized free machining steel. Then fourth category of carbon steel is first digit 1, second digit 5. It is also a plain carbon steel, but in this steel manganese percentage is more than 1%. Then first digit 1, second digit 3 is manganese steel. So we'll start from the plain carbon steel. One example of plain carbon steel I have taken is SAE 1017. So as per this system, first digit 1, second digit 0 means it's plain carbon steel, and last 2 digit 17 indicate carbon percentage. Okay, so 0.17 is the carbon percentage in the steel, and manganese present in the steel is 0.3 to 0.6%. Again, the plain carbon steel designation example is SA 1548. So in this plain carbon steel, manganese percentage is more than 1%. Okay, that's the difference. So example of this steel is SA 1548. As per this system, first digit 1, second digit 5 means is a plain carbon steel, and last 2 digit 48 that is indicate the carbon percentage, which is a 0.48% of carbon, and manganese present in this steel is 1.1 to 1.4%. Now next subcategory of carbon steel is resulfurized free machining steel. Okay, first thing, in all the steel, sulfur present as an impurity, but the maximum allowable value of this impurity is 0.04%. Okay. Here, name is resulfurized free machining steel. Sulfur is intentionally added in the steel. Okay. If you add the sulfur, it improves the machinability. So example of the steel is SAE 1141, SAE 1141. So here first digit 1 Second digit 1 means is resulfurized free machining steel, and last two digit 41 indicate the carbon percentage, which is the 0.41% of carbon present in the steel. Now, next carbon subgroup is resulfurized, rephosphorized free machining steel. Here again, one thing I want to update you: sulfur as well as phosphorus also present in all steel as an impurity. Maximum acceptable percentage is for sulfur and phosphorus as an impurity is a 0.04%. Okay? If you add the sulfur in steel, it improves the machinability. If you add the phosphorus in the steel, it improves the strength and corrosion resistance. Okay? So example of resulfurized, rephosphorized free machining steel is SAE 1212. So again, as per SAE system, first digit 1, second digit 2 means it's a resulfurized, rephosphorized free machining steel. Last two digit 1, 2 means 12 indicate carbon percentage, which is 0.12%. The sulfur percentage in the steel is 0.16 to 0.23. Phosphorus percentage in the steel is 0.07 to 0.12%. Now, manganese steel. Manganese also present in most of the steel up to 0.3%. If you add manganese in the steel, it promotes the greater strength by increasing hardenability. So example of manganese steel is SAE 1345. So first digit 1, second digit 3, as per system, it is a manganese steel. And last two digit 45 means carbon percentage in the steel is 0.45%. Manganese present in the steel is 1.6 to 1.9%. Now next is nickel steel. So now carbon steel is completed. Now we started the alloy steel. So first alloy steel is nickel steel. SAE23 and SAE25 are nickel steel grade. If you add the nickel in steel, it increases the hardenability, increase toughness and ductility. So example of nickel steel I have taken here is SAE2545. So as per the designation system, first digit indicate the type of steel. Here 2 indicate nickel steel. Second digit is 5, which indicate percentage of principal element present in the steel. So nickel is the principal element. So 5% of nickel present in the steel. And last two digits are 45, means 0.45% of carbon. So next is nickel chromium steel. So SA31, SA32, SA33, SA34, these are nickel chromium steel grades. Okay. So one example of this steel is SA3215. So first digit 3 indicate that this is a nickel chromium steel. Second digit 2 indicate principal element percentage in the steel. So it is a nickel percentage in the steel, 2% of nickel. And last two digit 15, that is the carbon percentage in the steel, is the 0.15%. Now next is molybdenum steel. So please note, maximum molybdenum in any steel is never more than 1%. Maximum is 1%. Okay. So because of moly, it increases the hardenability and elevated temperature, improve the corrosion resistance. Okay. Example of moly steel is SA4422. So first 4 indicate type of steel. So 4 is it is a molybdenum steel. Second 4 indicate moly percentage as a principal element in the steel. The 0.4% is moly. and last two digit 22, that is the carbon percentage, which is a 0.22% of carbon. Now chromium steel, SA50, SA51, SA52, these are all the chromium steel grades. So chromium increase the hardenability of steel, improve corrosion resistance, improve wear resistance. Okay. So example of chromium steel is SA51100, 51100. Okay. So from this designation, what you understand? First digit 5 means it is a chromium steel. Second digit 1 indicate chromium percentage. There's a 1% of chromium in the steel. And last 3 digit 100 indicate that 1% of carbon present in the steel. Now next steel grade is chromium vanadium steel. Okay. Example of this steel I have taken is SA6118. So here first digit is 6, it indicate that it's a chromium vanadium steel. Second digit 1 indicate chromium percentage in the steel is a 1% of chromium. And last two digit 18 indicate carbon percentage, there's a 0.18 is a carbon percentage in the steel. So steel grade is tungsten steel. If you add a tungsten in steel, is increase the hardenability and yield strength, also improves the mechanical properties. So SA72 is tungsten steel grade. Example of tungsten steel I have taken is SA7218. So from this designation, what we understand? First digit 7 means it is a tungsten steel. Second digit 2 indicate tungsten percentage in the steel is a 2% of tungsten, and last two digit 18 indicate the carbon percentage, so 0.18 is carbon percentage. Now next steel grade is nickel chromium molybdenum steel. SA81, SA86, SA87 and SA88, these are the nickel chrome molybdenum steel grade. Example of this steel I have taken SA8620. So first digit 8, that means it is a nickel chromium molybdenum steel. Second digit 6 indicate nickel percentage, which is a 0.6% nickel in the steel. And last two digit 20, that is the carbon percentage. The 0.2 is the carbon percentage. Now silicon manganese steel. SA92 is a silicon manganese steel grade. So here first digit 9 indicate that is the silicon manganese steel. Second digit 2 indicate silicon percentage in the steel, so 2% of silicon. And last two digits are 11 indicate the carbon percentage, so 0.11 is the carbon percentage in the steel. So this is all regarding SA steel designation and classification system. So I have included only major steel grades in this video. I think this is a very user-friendly steel designation and classification system. We get basic idea regarding steel with its designation, but for detailed chemistry, you need to refer SA handbook. Hope this video will be useful for you. Thank you.